Tonight's homework video is volume, more on cubic units. Alright, so let's review some of our vocabulary words. First of all, we have volume. Volume is the amount of space that can be fit inside of an object. We have 3D. Remember that we can only find the volume of a 3D shape. Rectangular prisms, those are things that have a rectangular base and are cube-shaped. They have 3 dimensions. We have the cubic unit. 1 cubic unit makes up a whole cube, and that's how we measure our volume. And then our formula for volume. Okay, so let's review. We talked first about how we could find the volume of a shape. And one way that we could find the volume of the shape was by counting the squares. So if I wanted to find the volume of this cube here, I could count the different squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I would know that the volume of this cube is 18 units cubed. Okay, so now we're going to work with some irregular shapes. These are not just plain cubes that we have to count the squares of. What we're going to do is we're going to count the squares in these irregular shapes to see if we can find the volume of these shapes as well. Okay, so first of all, we're going to count the squares in this shape. We have 1 cubic unit here, 2, 3, 4 cubic units, and 5 cubic units. So the volume of this shape is 5 units cubed. Let's try another one. Okay, so right here I see 1, 2, 3 cubic units. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 right here in the back. I see a 5th one right here, 6, 7, 8, 9. So altogether the volume of this shape is 9 units cubed. See, now this one was a little bit tricky because as you can tell, right in here, in this part, it almost looks like there should be another cube right here, but that it's missing. So even though there is a cube on this side and this side right here, there is not one right here. So you need to make sure that you're really paying attention to how these shapes are formed. Alright, I'd like you to think about this for a second. It says, Joyce says that the figure below, made of 1 centimeter cubes, has a volume of 5 cubic centimeters. Explain her mistake. So go ahead and pause the video and try to figure out what do you think the volume of this shape is, and where did Joyce make her mistake? Okay, hopefully you've paused the video and you've figured out what the volume of this shape is. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not 5 cubic centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to count the squares, the cubic units in this shape. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is where Joyce made her mistake. This square right here, in order for it to be above, has to be sitting on another unit in there. So there is another cubic unit right underneath this square, which would make it a 6th square. So the volume of this shape is 6 units cubed. Where Joyce made her mistake is that she forgot to count that one that this square was sitting on top of. So she only saw the 5 that were in front of her, which shows her that there are 5 cubic units, and that's where she got her answer from. So hopefully that problem did not trick you. Okay, congratulations on completing this video on volume. It is now time to go to Canvas and complete your quiz on volume. Make sure that you are ready to count these squares.